There's a state that's known as the Ocean State. This is the history and geography of Rhode Island. Rhode Island was established in 1636 by Roger Williams as a religious haven after he was exiled from the Massachusetts Bay Colony for his views. Brown University was established in 1764, and Rhode Island was the last of the 13 colonies to ratify the Constitution in 1790. They ratified it reluctantly after the other colonies threatened tariffs and the Bill of Rights was added. Rhode Island was actually the place where the Industrial Revolution started in America, starting in 1787. Rhode Island was also the first state to send troops during the Civil War, and due to continued industrialization, the state drew in immigrants of various backgrounds. Rhode Island maintained growth during the 20th century, primarily from people from Boston, which drove up housing costs in the state. The original name of the state was Rhode Island and Providence Plantations, but in 2020, the name was shortened to Rhode Island. Although Rhode Island is the smallest state, it has two distinct regions, the New England uplands in the northwest and the coastal plain in the southeast. The northwestern part of the state is basically an extension of the hills of Massachusetts and Connecticut. This is the more rural, forested region that's mostly flat, with the state's highest point at 812 feet. The southeast is where most of the population lives, and most of that population is concentrated in the state capital, Providence, and its suburbs. Fun fact, the Providence metro area includes the entire state, as well as a few Massachusetts suburbs like Attleboro, which means that the Providence metro area is the only U.S. metro area to have a greater population than a state. Rhode Island is called the Ocean State, and a few spots on the coast include Aquidneck Island, which was originally the island that Rhode Island referred to, and is home to the city of Newport. Another interesting part of the state is Block Island, which is only accessible by plane or ferry. There's also a short maritime border between Rhode Island and New York State, with the two states coming within 2 miles of each other. Finally, Rhode Island is the only state to have a square state flag. If you like this short, click the related short to watch the previous episode.